your life as it has done so for so many other individuals around the world. Drop a 777 if you are if you are online and you are excited about the information that you are about to receive. Wow, amazing. I see the sevens. Brilliant stuff. Well, ladies and gents, it's truly a pleasure to be on the line here with a phenomenal individual. Let me just briefly explain how we even first came into contact. Originally, this was a few months ago as a result of one of our IM educators, none other than the King of Gold, Luke Longmire. He gave us the opportunity to be able to listen to Brian Dalmarso. And when we first came across the information, we just thought to ourselves, wow, this is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. And to be honest, the information that he has brought to us, being Bob Proctor's #1 consultant, when I heard the information through Brian Dalmarso, I truly thought to myself, wow, this has been broken down in such a way that any ordinary individual can understand and implement to transform their lives. So you're going to be hearing some truly transformational information, and I need to ensure that you're not just going to be hearers of the information, but you're going to be doers of the information. There's no point in just being here, being willing to learn, but not being willing to change. You've got to be a note taker. What do we always say in our team? That the note takers are the money makers, right? So make sure that you are plugged in, that you are comfortable, that you give this call the due diligence and attention that it is required, because ladies and gents, the information you're going to be hearing can and will change your life if you take it very, very, very seriously. So again, ladies and gents, we're going to be hearing from none other than Bob Proctor's #1 consultant. Guys, you should already know, if you don't already know, Bob Proctor is responsible for creating the most millionaires right now in the world. And you're going to be hearing from the direct mentee of Bob Proctor. You can't see Bob Proctor's name and not see Brian Dalmarso's name. And as a result of you now being in the presence of Brian Dalmarso, you're going to be hearing about how it is you can tap into the way that the 1% of the planet think. And we always understand that as you think, you become. We become what we think about. So we've got to be able to get exposed to this type of information. And this man has the information, right? He started with humble beginnings and has transformed his life, implemented the information for himself. So he's not just talking about something that is theory. No, he has practiced what he has preached. And as a result, he's transformed so many lives as well. So without further ado, I'm about to hand over to none other than Mr. Brian Dalmarso. Brian, are you there? Can you hear me, sir?
Hey, what's up, Jason? How you doing, brother?
Very well indeed. Take it away, brother.
I love the energy. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you perfect.
Awesome. Love the energy, brother. You're on fire, and it's no doubt that you're going to scorch past Chairman 10, 25, 50, 100, 500, and 750. So I'm excited to watch your journey. Anybody that's here should be blessed that you reached out to them and shared this from a team member, because, you know, one thing I love about IML and the family of IML is you guys really are students, right? You're students of the game. You're students of Forex trading and wealth building. We're also students of your mind. And from what I've seen so far, you guys go to work. Like you said, you take notes. You understand that if you do certain things in a certain way, you're guaranteed the results by law. So guys, this is going to be a little bit like drinking from a fire hose, but the reason why we had you register is so we could get the replay out to you. So don't worry too much if it goes fast, because I want to give you a lot of information. We got about 45, 50 minutes here together, and I'm going to jump right into it. And the fact of the matter is, guys, is that wealth is 95% mindset. I mean, you guys see this all the time, but I want you to hear it and then internalize and then be it, right? Wealth is 95% mindset and only 5% what you do. Think about that. It's all mindset. And you guys are familiar with the New York Stock Exchange, the London Stock Exchange. You've seen stock traders on the stock exchanges, right? So you could be a stock trader like these dudes here and these men and women, or you could be a stock trader like Mr. Warren Buffett. Now think about that. Same industry, different mindset. Now I know he's not a stock trader on the floor, but he's trading companies. It's the same industry, right? You can be a Forex trader, or you can be a Forex trader. You can be broke, or you can be making millions, right? So it's always going to be mindset. It's not the industry. And one of the things that's so awesome about iMarkets Live is you have the roadmap. You got the tools. So it's not the company and it's not the Forex industry. It's going to be mindset, right? You could be in real estate like these people here, or you could be like my main man, Uncle G, and be in real estate and, piggybacking and riding on jets like this guy, right? So it's still real estate. It's all mindset. It's all mindset, guys. You could be in network marketing like 150 million other people around the world, right? Or you could be in network marketing like one of your very own Alex Morton, right? Now think about that. It's mindset. And Alex trains one-on-one with Bob. You guys all know that. So it's all mindset. And what we're going to give you here, hopefully, is we're going to break some things down to the foundational level. So you'll understand it. You'll be able to implement it. We're going to give you some tools. I'm going to give you some mindset training. We're also going to give you some network marketing training, some simple things you can do to just absolutely crush your business. All right, guys? But the first thing I want to do is tell you a little bit about the industry you're in. Some of you are going around in a low vibration about the industry you're in of network marketing. So I want to clear that up a little bit. And I'll let you know that over $200 billion a year in products and services moved from the network marketing industry. Think about that. More than Amazon, right? There's more millionaire network marketers than there are millionaire realtors. And real estate is one of the largest wealth professions there is. So understand the industry, not just IML, but the industry. See, when you approach somebody about your business and being a business partner, the question mark is not iMarkets Live and Forex. The question mark is, what is this network marketing thing? If you want to understand the industry you're in, right? And you guys happen to be in a recession-proof home-based business. Now think about this. I know over here in the United States is over 40 million people just got laid off because of COVID, and they're home. They're looking for stuff to do. You guys have a recession-proof business, right? It doesn't matter if the economy's booming or tanking. You can make money in Forex either way. Matter of fact, you're just looking for volatility. So think about this. You got to posture up. When you're showing somebody, when you're reaching out to somebody, you're bringing them a gift. You need to own that. And I don't care if you're talking to a brain surgeon. You got 23-year-old kids that are earning more than brain surgeons, right? Earn more than they earn in a year and a month. Now, obviously, that takes a lot of work. This is not a lottery ticket. Don't run around flashing your Rolexes and things of that nature, right? You want to treat this like a profession. But the fact of the matter is a professional network marketer can dwarf the income of a professional surgeon. There's just not a lot of professional network marketers. So guys, type a 1 in the chat if you're making a decision today to become a professional network marketer. That's what we're looking for. Who's going to make a decision to become a professional network marketer today? Awesome. Love it, love it. Because when you are a professional network marketer, you get the keys to the kingdom, right? So understand my journey, guys. I have a traditional background, mechanical engineer, solar engineer, superior intellectual information, but inferior results. I was an architect, a builder. It wasn't until I found network marketing that I understood personal development, studying my mind. I mean, I went through advanced colleges. I never studied my mind. Well, that's what personal development is. It's not unicorns and rainbows. It's not woo-woo, right? It's studying your mind. And as soon as I got into network marketing, I met Bob Proctor, right? I pursued the industry. I said, I'm going to be a 7-figure earner. Well, that led me to the GoPro Mastery in Vegas, and I hope to see you all there. I've been going every year since. And I saw Bob Proctor speak for the first time. So if it wasn't for this industry, I never would have met Bob Proctor. Think about that. My whole life is different now. I mean, everything, right? And that next year, I was able to scale my construction company from $1 million to 10 million in 12 months because of the information that we're teaching here. But I also became the top recruiter in my company that year, part-time, right? And I don't say that to impress you. I say it to impress upon you. If I can do it, I was, rowing the same boat of ignorance for 40 years. It wasn't until I got in front of some information that it changed my paradigms. And since then, we've built a software company. We got the consulting company. We got a gaming company. We're the #2 earner in our network marketing company. And we're just popping off companies. So network marketing is like a gateway into entrepreneurship. It's where you can make your first millions if you're a professional. Now, there's a lot of people make $0 in network marketing, but guess what? There's a lot of people make $0 in real estate or any other business as well. That's not a network marketing thing. That's a business thing, right? The reason why there's a failure rate in network marketing is because the entry point is so cheap, $200, $300, $400, right? But I want you to know this one. The industry of real estate, being a realtor, has about an 87% failure rate. It's way higher than network marketing. So when you understand your industry a little bit, you can posture up and say, this is a business, it's not a lottery ticket, but we don't have income ceilings. We have leverage. If you work this business consistently 5 hours a week for the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to have a consistent residual income, right? And think about this. Most global thought leaders recommend network marketing to build that initial wealth. I'm talking people like billionaires, like Richard Branson, like Ray Dalio, Warren Buffett, not millionaires, right? A lot of time we're listening to millionaires. Oh, is this a network marketing thing? Yeah, talk to some billionaires. Warren Buffett, I think he owns, Berkshire Hathaway owns 2 or 3 network marketing companies. So when you're talking to billionaires, right, these people say absolutely. For the average person, it's a great way to build that initial wealth, and then you can compound it into real estate and other businesses and things of that nature. So understand the industry. This is where you can learn leadership, right? I was listening to Jason. I was like, man, this dude's on fire. Like, he's teaching, coaching, training. He's learning to speak and voice, right, himself. And that public speaking is a 7-figure superpower in and itself. And you learn that for free inside of network marketing. See, most people go to college for 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 years, spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, and they're not earning money while they're in college. So what I want you guys to do here is think about your network marketing journey. If you just started, think of it in a 4-year college. You're in your freshman year now, right? And you're going to earn a few bucks. You might even earn a lot. But most of you are going to be learning. You're going to be trying, engaging, and getting results. And you're going to learn some Forex. You might blow some accounts, but people don't think anything of spending $100,000 on college. Why are you getting all twisted about blowing $1,000 account? You're paying for information. You're going to lose some money. You're going to win some money, right? You're going to earn some money. But what you're going to do is set up programs and paradigms so you get to the point where you'll consistently earn money. See the deal? Either way, you're paying for information. So guys, understand what this is. You get paid while you're learning. So I always encourage people when they join my team, don't give this 3 months or 12 months. Give this 4 years. Act like you're going to college. Freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. By the time you're a senior, if you do certain things in a certain way, even if it's 5 hours a week consistently, you'll probably be a 7-figure senior. That makes sense, guys? So I want to give you a little bit about the industry, what it's done for my life. Bob Proctor talks about network marketing as one of the most transparent, powerful, revenue-generating vehicles on the planet. He says in network marketing, it's great because you get paid what you're worth. You can't hide. In corporate America, you can hide. I worked at General Electric. A bunch of people are hiding there. They're getting paid either way. Network marketing, you can't hide. But the other side of that is you're going to get paid what you're worth. So when you give value, when you learn to help people, right, not just sign them up, but help them, you're going to earn a lot of money. Now, guys, take a look at this slide here. Right, 96% of the world's wealth is earned by 1% of the population. I want you to really think about this, right? 96% of the wealth, 1% of the population, but everybody's going to grade school, high school, and college, aren't they? Right? Why is this? Why is this? And if you think about your industry, Forex trading, right? And you guys know this, 95% of the money in Forex trading moves from the people that are not patient and they're trading on emotion to the 5% of you guys that are patient and following systems, right? Forex trading, foreign exchange, it's just currencies. The money's just moving around, right? And when you follow the systems that are on IML Academy and you work on your mindset, you got to remove the emotion part. See, that's probably the biggest thing. If you guys are struggling with trading, it's not the systems, it's because you're trading on emotion and you're trading in a low vibration. We're going to chat about that here. All right, guys, so the reason for all of this, the reason why this is because we're simply not taught how to build wealth in schools. Now, it's not the school system's fault, and it's not your fault either. There's no blame. They're teaching us how to memorize, right? A little bit of math, little history, little science, little English. They're teaching you to memorize and be a school teacher, if you think about it. They're not teaching decision-making. They're not teaching real estate. They're not teaching self-image. They're not teaching Forex trading, right? They're not teaching how to build a YouTube channel and monetize and multiply. No wealth building, and they're not teaching paradigms, right? So going to school to learn to build wealth is an exercise in futility. Now, there's a whole bunch of good reasons to go to school, but building wealth is not one of them. Does that make sense, guys? Type a 7 in the chat if this is resonating. So what I want you to realize is it's not your fault. If you're struggling, you've been put through a system. It's not your fault. But we want to take this webinar and take today to change everything and move forward and change some of those paradigms. All right, guys, so when I keep saying paradigm, A paradigm is a set of mental programs that have almost exclusive control over your habitual nature. I'm going to say this again in a few ways, right? A paradigm is a set of programs stored in your subconscious mind, causing all of your results, all of your physical results, right? We have programs from birth that are stored in our subconscious mind. And these programs are given to you by people that don't know what the hell they're doing. Your parents were ignorant when they were raising you. So were mine. Ignorance is not a bad term. It just means not knowing. And the school systems are ignorant, right? They're not teaching wealth building. So how would people get wealthy? They're teaching people to be employees. And there's nothing wrong with having a job if you love what you do, but why not get wealthy on the side, right? Wealth and work have nothing to do with each other, like working for an hourly paycheck. Building wealth is a whole different animal, and that's what we're doing here. So think about a paradigm as an operating system in a computer. You were born and you have an operating system in your subconscious mind. You have a program called speaking, you have walking, right? Eating, we have all these programs. Matter of fact, whatever language you're speaking right now, you probably didn't choose to speak that. You were born and your parents are speaking this language around you. That's a program, right? So wealth building is just like the Chinese language. You probably can't speak Chinese right now. Maybe some of you can, but I know I can't. That's another program that I'm not aware of. Wealth building is no different than Chinese. It's just a different program. Does that make sense, guys? It's not hard or easy. You just have to study it. Just like if you were going to learn a new language, you'd have to study every day over a reasonable period of time before you would understand and be able to fluently speak the language, right? So we have all these programs, and we have the operating system in our subconscious mind, just like a computer. And like I said, when you were born, you couldn't even walk. You had to learn the program called walking. Well, if anybody here smokes, that's a program. That's a paradigm. That is a mental program. Smoking is not a physical habit. Smoking is a mental program expressed physically. Does that make sense? Right? Wealth building is a mental program expressed physically. How many people a day are you asking, are you open to taking a look at my business? Right? Matter of fact, type in the chat, how many people today have you asked, are you open to taking a look at my business? If not, no worries. Let me see what kind of numbers we get here. How many people did you guys ask today, are you open to taking a look at my business? 14, that's pretty good. What else we got? 3? What else? 2? 1? 3? Yeah. Yeah. So I asked 50 people today already, and I'm part-time. This is like a small thing that I do. And I'm not saying that to impress you. What I'm saying is the only thing that's slowing you down is yourself. You can reach out to people and say, hey, man, I see you're an electrician. We don't know each other, but I have a business idea. Might be able to help you out. If not, no big deal. Send. In a half hour, you can send it to like 50 people, right? Look at the person, message, send it. Look at the person, message, send it. Does that make sense? So if you're putting up numbers like 1, 2, 3, that just says your paradigms are kicking and you're getting twisted on the effect. Well, what if they say no? Like, what if they this? What if they that? You're slowing down, right? So even part-time guys, you guys should at least be reaching out to 20 people a day, minimum, all right? Because wealth building is a program. Forex trading is a program. Network marketing is a program. It's a set of programs. And you have to install the programs that are going to guarantee your success. Think about this one. If you reach out to 20 people a day for the next 365 days, right? Think about that. You're talking about over 6,000, 7,000 people. Do you think you're going to sign a few? But what happens is people let emotions get in the way, right? They reach out to somebody sends a comment back, a negative comment. Guys, who cares? Who cares what people think? Most people aren't thinking, so what are you getting so twisted about? Remove all that nonsense, disconnect from results, and put out the cause. If I want a light to be on, I turn the switch on, don't I? I don't flick it up and down like some of you guys are doing. I'm in my business, I'm out of my business. Think about that, right? Consistent energy flow is all you need to know. And Forex trading is a set of programs. It's like the English, it's like speaking, it's like walking, it's like sharpening a pencil. You learn these things, driving a car, a set of programs. All right, guys, so I'm going to get into levels of awareness. This is really going to open up your world here when we're talking about levels of awareness. So $50,000 a year is just a level of awareness. It's not good or bad. It's not big or small. And nobody is earning $50,000 a year because they want to earn $50,000 a year. Just follow me on this one. Nobody's earning $50K because that's what they want. They're earning 50K because that's what they're aware of. So whatever you're earning today, I promise you that's not what you want, but that's what you're aware of. Does that make sense? So 100K, right? 100K a year, 100K a month, 250K, right? Nobody's earning 250K a year because that's what they want to do. Now, they might be comfortable at that number and they might stop moving forward and creating. They might get lulled to sleep in a little invisible prison, right? But that's not what they want. That shows that they're aware of how to earn. Think about that. So $500,000, $1 million, right? 5 million. I'm training one-on-one with Luke right now, and his short-term goal is 5 million a month from multiple revenue sources. And guess what? That's not a big goal or a small goal. It's just something he wants to do. So guys, here's how you raise your level of awareness. You're probably wondering, okay, well, how do I raise my level of awareness? Here's what you do. Every day, you study in your mind. You study for your mind. You can join us in the Mindset Masters. It's like 67 cents a day. You can study Think and Grow Rich. You can study Neville Goddard, Thomas Troward, Abraham Hicks, right? You can study in your mind, understand a little bit every day. Study in your industry. That's what you're doing with IML, right? Study every day, at least a half hour, and then take daily measurable action. 3 things. You might want to write those down, because if you just stop thinking, surrender to the process, study for your mind, study in your industry, take daily measurable action, and not 3 people a day either, at least 20, right? Here's what happens over time. Day 1, day 2, day 3, you start to raise your level of awareness. More people start joining you. Oh my God, I sponsored somebody. Oh my God, because you're learning, right? You're learning, you're trying new things, and you're taking action. Does this make sense, guys? Now here's the deal. If you do what I just told you, and there is a 4th thing, the 4th thing is surrender to the process. Let go and let God. Stop second guessing everything. Is this going to work? Is it not going to work? If you're doing that, you're turning the light switch off, but you're expecting the light to be on. It's negative energy flow. Yeah, surrender to the process, brother. Well, that's what most people don't do. They try to reinvent the wheel. Don't reinvent the wheel. Just do what the 7-figure a month earners are doing, or whatever it is you guys want, right? Chairman 100, Chairman 500, 750, whatever you guys want. Just do what those people do. Don't second guess it, all right? And if you do that, you're going to find that you hit your goals eventually, right? Now, here's what happens when you get to your goal. You're going to realize you could have set the goal here, right? Think about that. There's no such thing as big or small, guys. The earth itself is not big or small until you compare it to a golf ball or the entire universe. Think about that. Planet Earth is not big or small until you consciously compare it to something. Does that make sense? Type of 1 in the chat if that makes sense, because Chairman 100 is not big or small unless you're comparing it to your current income. Or Jeff Bezos made $13 billion in 2 hours last Tuesday. Think about that one. $13 billion, his wealth increased in 2 hours a couple of Tuesdays ago. So Chairman 100 is not big or small. It's just, do you want it or not? Is that making sense? But you can't be looking at Chairman 100 like it's out there, like it's this big thing. Oh my God, if I could only. Well, you can. Just make a damn decision and do the work. It's not anywhere near as hard as you guys are probably making it out to be. If you're taking action every day and studying your mind every day, the only variable becomes time. And time's going to go by anyway. 5 years is going to go by anyway. You might as well do something on a daily basis. So when you look back 5 years from now, you're Chairman 500. It's like, okay, that's the deal, guys. That's the deal. Does that make sense? So let me drive this point home a little bit deeper. And I want you guys to play along with me. Give me some love in the chat here. What do you guys think this is? When you see this picture, what does this represent, or what does this look like to you guys? Take a look at this picture. What does this look like to you guys? A baby? What else does it look like? Baby. Expensive. What else does it look like? Infant computer program. I like that. A lot to learn. Yeah, blank slate, potential, innocence. Love it. Yeah, this is you. This is you at your current income. This is me at my current income, right? My goal is 10 million a month from multiple revenue sources and profit, right? Compared to Jeff Bezos, I mean, my goodness, he would think the world ended. If he was only making 10 million a month, like he would be, probably have a heart attack. Like the dude made 13 billion in a couple hours the other day. So this is all of us at our current level of awareness, current income, right? And think about this, guys. When you're a brand new baby, this is really going to hit home here. When you were a brand new baby, your parents could have put your clothes next to you and said, okay, little Jason, put your clothes on. And you would have, Jason would have bobbled his head a little bit. He might have drooled a little bit, right? Maybe he would have crapped his diaper, but he wasn't going to put those clothes on. Think about this. At 3 months old, we would actually use the word impossible. Impossible for a baby to get dressed. Think about this. Really let this sink in, guys. Now, I'm guessing that you guys aren't all on this webinar sitting home naked. Am I correct? Anybody here? Type of 1 in the chat if you're naked right now, right? Because at some point, you did the impossible. Think about this. When you were a baby, right, you learned, you became aware of how to get dressed. You did the impossible. And you've done the impossible many, many, many times. At one point, it was impossible for you to drive a car. It was impossible to do this, impossible to do that, right? So if you can do the impossible once, you can do it twice, right? The way we do one thing is the way we do all things. So Chairman 100 is not impossible. You just maybe haven't made a decision yet. And then the only thing else that's going to stand in your way is your limiting beliefs. And we're going to talk about that, guys. And that's not your fault either. Awesome, guys. Well, play along with me again here. Take a look at this picture. Take a look at this picture and tell me what this is. What does this represent to you? Take a look at this picture of this baby. What does this look like? What do you guys think this looks like? Fun? Learning? Cheeky? Learning? Confusion? Definitely looks fun, doesn't it? Not a care in the world. Chaos? Yeah, this is still you, by the way. This is still you. 2 months from now, 3 months from now, this is you trying new things. This is you blowing accounts. This is you reaching out to people and somebody like laughing in your face. What is this, one of those pyramid schemes? Now the difference is this little baby is having a good time and some of you are not. That's the difference. This baby is in a high vibration, but you're not having a good time and you're in a low vibration. You're not going to attract anything good on a low vibration. You're not going to build a good team. You might get a bunch of complainers and whiners. If you're recruiting in a low vibration, your whole team is going to be like looking at you for answers. They're going to be complaining, not showing up, whining, blowing accounts. You'll attract a whole team of negative people, right? But if you're in a high vibration like this baby and you're having fun anyway, right? The goal is not Chairman 100. You're successful as soon as you set the intention. Does that make sense, guys? So the key to this slide here is you have to have fun. You have to enjoy the ride. The whole secret to life is enjoying the ride, staying in a high vibration. Does that make sense, guys? Now, here's what I want you to understand. None of this is your fault. None of this is your fault. It's not your fault. It's not your parents' fault. It's not the school system's fault. There's no blame here. It's just ignorance. And ignorance means not knowing. You wouldn't blame the baby for making a mess. Now, if your 22-year-old kid made this mess, you probably slap him upside the head because he's aware. But you would not get bad at this baby, right, for making a mess. So why are you getting all twisted with yourself for blowing an account when you're not aware? Why are you getting twisted with yourself if somebody's not signing up yet because you haven't worked on your skills enough? Does that make sense? So we got to start surrendering to the process, let go, let God, and just have some fun and enjoy the journey. All right, guys, so type a 1 in the chat if this is resonating, if I got your attention here. Hopefully this is hitting home. Awesome, awesome. 111, sweet, brilliant. I wish I could claim that this was my information, but it's not. I've just been a really good student. So guys, here's the deal. This is how the typical masses are programmed. This is how the masses are programmed. This is how you're programmed right now. You're programmed to look at your results, and your results cause your thinking. You're looking at your current account. You're looking at your current team. You're looking at your current body, your current bank accounts, and you let the current results cause your thinking. Well, your thinking causes feelings. Feelings are vibration. Every time somebody says feeling, think vibration. If you tell me you're feeling sad, what you're saying is I'm consciously aware that my mind and my body are in a low vibration. If you feel excited like Jason was, he was going bananas when he launched this thing, he was in a high vibration. That's what that is. Does that make sense? Now, the key to life is to always be in a high vibration. We can show you how to do that. If you're always in a high vibration, you're going to set up the law of attraction. See, attraction responds to vibration. And guys, manifesting is not something that you become like, oh, I can manifest. you're always manifesting. It's just that most of you are manifesting results that you don't want. A physically depressed human being, that's a manifestation of negative energy. So you can't turn this stuff off. You can't not manifest. You can't not attract. You're always attracting everything into your life. All right? What we want to do is teach you the secret. The secret is to stay in a high vibration. All right? And it's a choice. Now, this is what happens. If you're looking at your results, that's like looking backwards to run forwards, by the way. And the only reason you should be looking at your results is if you want to duplicate your results. And nobody here wants to duplicate last year, not financially, right? Now, these results are causing your thinking. The thinking causes the feelings, and the feelings set up the actions. Think about this. And this is why people were typing in the chat. I reached out to one person today, 3 people today, instead of 50 or 100. Because you're looking at your results, and it causes you to slow down. You don't feel so good. You're in a low vibration. Your body doesn't move too much. We got to knock that shit off right here and right now, right? If you learn nothing else, reach out to 20 people a day. I don't even care what you say to these people. Hey, man, I saw you on Facebook. I want to connect. Send that out to 30, 50, 100 people, whatever. Just start connecting. Start doing the deal, right? Do the damn work, like my buddy Ray Higdon says. So, guys, what I want to do, I want to teach you how to think like the 1%. And the way that we think, right, the 1% of the population, the 1% of the people that are wealthy, is with new thinking. Chairman 750. Like, there's no other thoughts that should even be in your mind. You wake up, boom, Chairman 750, Chairman 750, Chairman 750, or whatever your particular goal is. Super saturate your mind. It has to happen by law if you do certain things in a certain way. It's not a coincidence. It's not a maybe. If you're studying your mind and you're taking action, you're studying your craft, time is the only variable. But new thinking sets up higher vibrations, and higher vibrations cause the body to move, just like Jason was. Now, for those of you that know Jason, you've probably seen his energy shift over the past 30 to 60 days because he's becoming aware and he's taking new actions. And those new actions have to cause new results. Guys, take a look at this. This is not rocket science, is it? I could teach this to a 5-year-old. Stop looking at your results. Start with your new thinking. Everybody's 90 degrees out of phase, right? And I'm going to give you some more stuff here, guys, that make this really, really stand out. What we're looking at right here is what we call a mind map, or the stick man. And this is you, and this is your downline. This is your family. This is your prospects. This is everybody on the planet. Everyone has a conscious, a subconscious mind, and a body, right? The body, see why this is small? It's because the mind drives the body. The body is an instrument of the mind. And we create depression or we create Chairman 750, but either way we're creating. Does that make sense? You're always creating something. Even your body is an accumulation of thoughts over time. You created your body, so if you don't like it, change it. And it starts day by day, right? Is that the deal? So you got a conscious, subconscious, and a body. And the way that we're programmed is over here on ignorance. You're programmed to have worry and doubt. It's not your fault. What if it doesn't work? I tried this before. This is my 4th network marketing company. Worry and doubt in the conscious mind cause negative thinking, and that negative thinking causes fear in the subconscious mind. Now, fear is an emotion. It's energy in motion, emotion. Fear is also an illusion. It doesn't exist unless you put energy to it. Just like a light doesn't turn on unless you put energy through it. Does that make sense, guys? Type of 1 in the chat if that makes sense. For those of you that have fear, it's an illusion. You're feeding it. It doesn't exist, and you need to choke that off, right? So fear sets up anxiety. If anybody here has anxiety, this is why. Anxiety is the physical expression of fear. That's a transmutation of energy from the no thing to the something, from the worry to the physical expression of worry. Does that make sense? You don't just get anxiety. If you're feeling anxiety, it means you're worrying about something. So stop worrying. That's the deal. You don't need pills and things. You don't need medicine for anxiety. Anxiety comes from worry and doubt. All right, guys? And it just is what it is, and you are where you are. So you might as well get in a high vibration and control what you can control. But anxiety leads to procrastination. This is a body not in motion, right? When you start your network marketing business, you get all fired up and you go to reach out to people and it's like, oh my God, what are these people going to say? And you start to get that knot in your stomach and it's easier to curl up in a ball, go on the couch, turn on Netflix and watch other people living their dreams than it is to push forward and live your dream. That's what happens. Since we don't like the feeling of anxiety, it's easier to procrastinate. But this is what happens if you keep procrastinating. You become depressed, right? It is depressing not to create. It's depressing not to create. We're born creators. We're born in the image of God, and God is the creator. And if you don't think you're a creator, this iPhone, these don't grow on trees. Think about this. Human beings, we're creators. We have God consciousness. I am is an expression of that, right? Energy is an I am. We are creators. It's just that most of you have been lulled to sleep over time from the school systems and from your environment, right? If you had grown up as Warren Buffett's son or daughter, you'd be a billionaire already, right? So at least financially, you'd be aware. Does this make sense, guys? And depression leads to dis-ease. Dis-ease, all right, guys? What we want to do from here, from this webinar and today on, is come from the study and understanding and the positive thinking. This is what we're doing. And you can take a screenshot of this after it builds out, or maybe I can get it over to Jason. He can get it to you guys. But you want study and understanding, right? This is what leads to faith. You fear what you don't know, but you have faith in what you do know. You don't fear getting dressed anymore, right? But at one point you might have. Well, you don't fear driving your car. You have faith that you can, but faith is knowing. Faith is the opposite of fear. And here's the thing, guys. You can't be in fear and faith at the same time. It's impossible. Fear and faith are not two different things. They're opposite sides of the same thing. You can't look at, right? If I take my Think and Grow Rich book, you know, fear and faith, you can't look at both sides of the book at the same time. And one of them has writing and one doesn't, right? Think about that. So you're either going to choose to be in faith right here, right now, today, or you're going to stay stuck in fear, but it's a choice. It's a choice, all right? There's nothing to fear. Even death itself, there's no such thing as death. There's transmutation of energy, but even that is a lack of awareness. There's no such thing as death. There's just transmutation of energy, right? You moved into your body when you're born, you'll move out when you're done, but you don't die. Your body just moves on, right? And think about this one, right? If this wasn't true, when you look at a body and it turns to dust, if it was dead, it wouldn't go from body to dust, would it? It's still moving. So that's just an illusion. So since we understand this, you might as well play this game called life like a chess game. And I love what Denzel Washington says, the shit is chess, not checkers, son. So learn to play some chess, right? That's what we're doing here. This leads to acceleration, by the way. Acceleration leads to action, which is a body in motion, and leads to a person at ease. You guys see Alex, don't you? And Bryce and David. These dudes are at ease, aren't they? Now they're excited, but they ain't worrying anymore. They don't have a worry in the world, do they? Well, you don't have to have a worry right now. That's a choice. Worrying is like praying for what you don't want. Remember that one. All right, guys, so you can take a screenshot of this if you want, or I'll try to get the PDF graphic out to my main man, Jason here. Guys, play along with me here again. What does this look like to you? Take a look at this picture, and what does this picture look like to you guys? Stress? What else does it look like? Confusion? Yeah, absolutely. Anxiety, 100%. Busy mind, brainstorming, crazy, overwhelm, right? Pandemonium. This is what fear looks like. This is what doubt looks like. This is what worry looks like. Now, I want to ask you something. If you have fear, doubt, and worry about your business, about what you're doing, and you're in a low vibration, and you reach out to somebody about your business, do you think they're going to sign up while you're in a low vibration when you look like this dude here? Nobody's signing up. And if they do, it's because they're depressed, and you're on the same vibration. Now you got two depressed people in your business, right? You guys want the high energy people, the high vibration people. So get in a high vibration. Like attracts like. All right, guys. Well, what does this look like? Take a look at this picture. And what does this look like to you guys? What does this look like here? Unity, contentment? I don't think they're content. Victory, money, happiness, togetherness, happy, happy, joy, joy. Happiness is a vibration, right? Guys, this is what faith looks like. This is what faith looks like, right? Alex, he didn't wonder if this was going to work. Matter of fact, he was in another company before iMarkets Live, and he just got in. He said, one way or another, I'm going to the top. It doesn't matter if it's this company, that company. I don't care what anybody else is doing. At 19 years old, he said, I am going to the top. If you want to come along, come. If not, not. But I'm going to the top. Faith is not wondering. Same with Grant Cardone. Now, Grant didn't do much of anything until his mid-40s, by the way. And now he's a billionaire, right? Think about that. Mid-40s, zero. Age 61, billionaire, right? So, but this is what faith looks like. It's decision. It's a frequency. We want to get you guys in a spirit of faith. Faith is knowing. It's not wondering. Make sense? All right, guys. Well, that's the mindset piece of our presentation here. Type a 7 in the chat if this is hitting home, if this is resonating. We're going to give you some mechanics too. I want to give you some things you can do to guarantee, yes, and I'm using the word guarantee, to guarantee results in your business. Daily method of operation. Study for your mind. Right? We have the Mindset Masters here. If that resonates, you can do that. If not, study Think and Grow Rich. You guys have stuff inside of IML. But study something every single day for your mind. All right? Study your craft. iMarkets Live, iMarkets Academy. Study your industry. Study sales. I'm not talking hours a day. I'm talking even 15 minutes. Listen to a podcast. Listen, listen, listen. Repeat, repeat, repeat. And then take daily, measurable, trackable action. This is the part that most of you are not doing. Some of you probably study a lot, but you don't take much action. Well, we live in a physical world. So if you want physical results, you got to take some physical action, don't you? Daily measurable action, guys. And again, if you want to study in your mind, I'm going to put this in the chat. This program here is $19 a month. We do daily live coaching just like this here. So if what I'm saying resonates, you can join us in the Mindset Masters. If not, no worries. It's not, we don't need you to do this. It's just something that we do for people so that no one gets left behind. All right, so mindset training and then daily measurable action. You guys should be paper trading or live trading, either every day or like Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But if it's not on your calendar, you're not in business. I'm going to say that again. If you don't have your iMarkets Academy business, you know, what presentations are you going to? When are you open for business? When are you prospecting? When are you trading? If you can't look at a calendar and see those hours of operation, then you're not in business, right? A restaurant has certain hours of operation. Now you'll go to work for somebody else and you show up from 8 to 5, right? You have hours of operation for somebody else's dream, but you don't have hours of operation for your own dream. What I'm suggesting to you today is to put on your calendar, when are you open for business and what are you doing? That's how you ensure this stuff happens. Right? Paper trade, then live trade. For those of you that are blowing accounts, keep paper trading. Some of you need to paper trade longer than others. And then even when you go live, you can paper trade one day, live trade the next, paper trade the next day, live trade next. What you want to do is condition your mind to not even know the difference. That makes sense? So daily measurable action. Prospecting, how many people a day? I'm going to suggest to you guys at least 20 people a day. It only takes about a half hour. Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, my goodness, is 7.5 billion people on the planet, right? 3 billion people on Facebook. There's no shortage of people. And I don't care if you're signing people. I just care that you're asking. It's the power of asking. Ask and ye shall receive, right? So guys, think about this. And number 4, surrender to the process, right? Stop wondering if this is going to work and get out there and make it work. Right, guys? Weekly method of operation. Weekly method of operation. Make sure you're attending at least 1 or 2 business presentations. Now, I know you guys have them every single night of the week. That's a little much for you because you'll be attending presentations all the time and not prospecting. If I was you, I would pick certain ones that you plug into and your team plugs into, and you're prospecting, like mostly prospecting and then driving to the events. Prospecting, drive to the events. And then you want to learn to escalate people, right? What did you like best about what you saw? Let me have you chat with my boy. He's a chairman 25. He's been doing this a little longer. He's 19 years old, by the way. I know you're a surgeon, but he's 19. He's earning more than you. So think about this, right? Weekly method of operation. And then the other thing that we're doing that I taught Jason, and hopefully you guys are still doing this. If not, I'm going to kick him in the ass. You want to have a weekly group prospecting Zoom meeting. Everybody get together on a Zoom, open up your phones, and reach out to 50 people. I do this with my company. I do it on Saturday mornings. It's for an hour. And we usually have over 100 people there, and they're reaching out to 50 people. Think about that. That's 5,000 invites in my business in 1 hour, part-time. That's the power of part-time. I work my business 5 hours a week, 1 hour on Tuesday nights, an hour on Saturday mornings. and I do 3 to 5 presentations or asking people if they're, I show them the business model. You guys do the same thing. I'm number 2 earner in the whole damn company with that consistent energy flow. That makes sense, guys? Type a 7 in the chat if that makes sense, because I want to give you guys some concrete tools that you can use to blow up your business here. All right, guys, let's talk about some paradigm shifting tools. Paradigm shifting tools. This is simple, simple, simple. Goal cards, vision boards, and life scripts. The most important thing here is the life script, by the way. I know you probably all have goal cards. Matter of fact, type an 8 in the chat if you have a written goal card that you carry around with you. Type an 8 in the chat. All right, we got some 8s. That's good. So you're starting. If you don't, I'm going to go back to something. Only 1% of the population has a written goal card. Remember what I told you? 1% of the population earns 96% of the wealth. By writing your goal on a card and carrying it, you're instantly in the mindset of the 1%. Does that make sense? So if you don't have a goal, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning in excess of $10 million a month through multiple revenue sources by January 1, 2020, right? If you don't have a goal written on a card, then you're not thinking, you're not expecting Chairman 100. You're not doing what Chairman 100 do. So how would you ever get there? Have a goal card, vision boards, and life script. We're going to go into this stuff. So a goal card is a clearly written statement, short paragraph, clear goal, right? And it's carried in your pocket or it's carried in your purse. And it's something that you read 10 times in the morning and 10 times at night, right? Take it out, get emotionally involved. Read it. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a Chairman 100 by January 1, 2020. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm a Chairman 100 by January 1st, New Year's Eve, 2020 or 2021, right? Get emotionally involved 10 times in the morning, 10 times at night. Guys, I promise you this works. This is the principle of auto-suggestion right out of Think and Grow Rich. And if you're not willing to do that, you don't deserve Chairman 100. Think about it. If you're not willing to do the work, do you really deserve the rewards? Less than 1% of the population has a written goal, so don't fall into the 99%. All right, guys, so think about this. The purpose of a goal card is to get the goal from your conscious into your subconscious. Now, the reason we have to read it 10 times in the morning and 10 times at night forever is because your subconscious mind is 1,000,000 times more powerful than the conscious mind. And I want to give you a reason why this is, guys. If it wasn't like this, you'd have to learn, when you woke up in the morning, if you didn't have this mechanism, you'd have to learn how to eat and speak and walk before you could even leave the house. If you didn't have this data storage center called your subconscious mind, you wouldn't remember. You wouldn't have programs to access. That's why paradigms can be hard to replace. That's why you read your goal card 10 times in the morning, 10 times at night. Is that making sense? I want to give you the reason for the repetition, the reason for gratitude. Gratitude is a high vibration. That's why we give gratitude every day, to put yourself in a high vibration. That makes sense, guys? So we got to get the goal from up here to here so it causes the body to cause the results, to move into action. All right, guys, let me give you that picture one last time. This is the deal. Now, remember when I said you can't look at your results? The result is the expression. You can't look here to cause your thinking. You want to look here at the goal, not here. You look here. This is a transmutation of energy to and through you into a physical form of a result. And that's why most of the world is looking at results and they're going backwards. Does that make sense, guys? So vision boards. And I know we're running a little long here. I'll try to wrap up quickly. This is the results of the goal achieved. This is the reward. This is where you have the picture of the Rolex and the Lamborghini and the penthouse and the vacations, right? A picture's worth 1,000 words. But a vision board is not just a cute thing to do. And I always say small vision board, small vision. Small vision board, small vision. No vision board, no vision. To me, this is just science. It makes sense. I understand how a vision board works, so I have three huge ones I'll show you. But we think in pictures, and I'm going to prove it to you. Way back in the Stone Age, right, when they were finding hieroglyphics and drawings on walls, they found drawings of like the hunt, animals with arrows and spears sticking out of them, right? They found these pictures in these hieroglyphics. And what I want to say to you is these early ancient civilizations, they weren't drawing pictures of something that happened. In other words, they didn't go hunt and then draw a picture. They drew a picture of what they wanted to call into existence from God in the universe. That makes sense? That they're setting up attraction to get the animals to come to them. We think in picture, yeah, wow, right? This is what attraction is. They were tapping into the infinite. They were praying and drawing, right? And because they could see the picture, it caused their mind to be in a high frequency and attract animals to them so they could eat. They were starving, right? So we think in pictures, guys. And here's one of my vision boards, 4 foot by 8 foot vision board, right? And I was big vision board, big vision. Now, guys, I am broadcasting to you from this house right here. It's on a lake. You can see here we get about 650 feet of frontage. It's the nicest house in the whole damn lake. And I don't say that to impress you. I say it to impress upon you. 2 years ago, it was on my board. Here's a picture of it from a boat. Here's a picture from Google Earth. Now, this house was never for sale. Think about that. I'm literally, if I could point to the picture, I'm right in this window here, right there. And this house was never for sale. The guy wasn't selling it. He said no to me like a dozen times. But guess what? It's on my vision board, and that's not the way this works, right? So my vibration was higher than his. Next thing you know, he's selling his house, building a new one. All right, guys, so this is not smoke and mirrors. Anything on this board has to happen by law. Think about that. All right, now the life script. This is the most important part of the whole webinar. Don't miss this one. Don't not do this, guys. The state of the mind must be the feeling of the wish fulfilled, right? So the state of mind must be a high vibration of your goal achieved. That's like saying that. It's the written and spoken story of your life. So you write out your life on a script, and then you speak it into your phone, into a voice recorder, and you loop it. You're brainwashing yourself over and over and over again. First thing I do in the morning, I wake up at 4 and my earbuds go in and I'm listening to myself, talking to myself about myself as if it's already happened. Now that might sound a little bit insane, but again, 1% of the population, we earn all the wealth. So everything I'm going to suggest, it might seem strange because it's not mainstream. Well, you don't want to be mainstream, do you? You want to be 1%. You're brainwashing yourself. All right, it's called the actor's technique too, guys. The actor's technique. If you guys remember the movie Batman, Heath Ledger, right? He became the Joker. He wasn't acting anymore. A good actor like a Robin Williams or a Will Smith, right? Heath Ledger. You see Kevin Spacey, they're not acting. You don't see Kevin Spacey acting. You see the character. Well, what happens is they're using life scripts. They repeat the script over and over and over, and they become the character, literally, in their subconscious mind. Now, unfortunately, what happened to Heath is this character was so depressing and sinister and dark, he was not able to pull himself out of it. I actually think that actors a lot of times lose themselves, like a Robin Williams. I mean, he played so many parts. I think they get to the point where they don't know who they are anymore, right? This is how powerful a life script is. Guys, I'm giving you the secret here. I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom. Don't overlook this one. Create a life script. And if you don't know how to do it, jump into the Mindset Masters. We have a little module in there. We teach you how to do it. We teach you what to say. We even give you a bunch of affirmations. All right. You could actually jump into Mindset Masters, steal the life script, and then quit if you want. Like, it's not a scam to try to get you in there. We're giving information like this. Now, guys, play along with me here on this one. Take a look at this picture. And if you've seen this before, no cheating. Let's have integrity. Don't comment. But in all of history, all of recorded history, there was only one tribe that when they did a rain dance, it rained. Like all over the world, all different cultures, all different centuries, and all of recorded history, they only found one tribe that every single time they did a rain dance, it rained. And all the other tribes, it was very sporadic. Maybe it would rain, maybe it wouldn't. Guys, I want you to type in the chat, why do you think this one tribe out of all of recorded history, every single time they did a rain dance, it rained? Why do you suppose that is? They believed. Yeah, they definitely believed. Belief, unity of mind. That's part of it. They believe. Faith, absolutely. Faith. They all believed. United energy. So these are all good. I want you to hear this one, though. I want you to hear this one. The reason why it rained every time they did a rain dance is because they danced until it rained. Let that one sink in. They danced until it rained. 3 days, 3 hours, 3 weeks, 3 months, they danced until it rained. In network marketing, you got to dance until it rains. Don't join a company, a global company, and then be second guessing it 3 months later. Do the damn work. I gave you the 4 things to do, right? Studying your mind, studying your craft, take action, surrender to the process. That's it. That's the deal. You keep doing that over and over again. You dance until it rains. Stop thinking about if it's working or what the results are. Disconnect from the results and focus on the cause, and you guys will be set up to win. All right, guys? So like I said, wealth is 95% mindset and about 5% what you do. You got to be able to make decisions. Look at these people. Look at these people. These people are decision makers, right? If it resonates, they do it. They figure it out. They join the company. They take the class. They get the mentorship. Whatever it is, if it resonates, they make decisions and they figure it out. All right, guys? So if this is resonating with you, again, I'm going to type in the chat. You can join us in the Mindset Masters, like $19 a month, 67 cents a day. And we do daily live coaching, just like this, small increments, right? Daily live coaching. And then we do a deep dive hour-long webinar on Monday night. So if this is resonating, you can join us there. All right, guys. So I want you to imagine, we've spent about 45, 50 minutes together. Imagine your life starting to connect the dots. You have all the secrets now. There's nothing to wonder. You just do the damn work, right? But imagine 1 year from now, imagine 2 years from now. These are all pictures out of my vision book, by the way. And if you don't believe me, right? These are all pictures out of my vision book. These are all my visuals. I have a vision book, not just a vision board. I go to sleep with this thing and I flick through it, right? These are all pictures out of my vision book. You guys can make a vision book. Most of you won't, right? But most of you might not be in the 1% either. But you could make a vision book if you wanted to. Take a look at it. Imagine, where would your life be at Chairman 25, Chairman 50, right? Now, it's not a lottery ticket, it's work, but it's in your hands. You can do it. Imagine where your life would be, right? Again, Chairman 25, Chairman 50. Where are you guys going in life? Type in the chat what your goal is inside of IML. Go ahead and type in the chat. What is your goal inside of, C1 million? That rank's not even there yet. I love it. Chairman 1,000. You guys are creating ranks. Billionaire. First billionaire in IML. That'd be good. Chairman 750. Awesome. Well, here it is. I mean, that's the deal, right? But you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision now and stop wondering if it's going to work or not. All right, guys? So the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I like to say the definition of insanity is watching a webinar like this, right, and not joining us in the Mindset Masters, right? We can help you with the mindset piece. IML, they have all the tools, right? They got everything. They have mindset stuff too. I think they hired Bob to do some stuff, but we can help you. We can be part of that journey, and we're going to hold you accountable, right? Every single day and on Monday nights. So Jason, that's my time here, brother. Hopefully you guys have got some value. I want you to pay attention to where Jason's going. Listen to what this man has to say. He's on fire and he's got the keys. You're going to watch him go from Chairman 10, 25, 50, 100. And you can either watch him or you can join him. You can either watch him or join him, but I can promise you he knows where he's going. So Jason, that's my time here today, brother. If you want to jump on and say a few words, I hope everybody gets some value. Be well. God bless everybody.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Brian Dalmarso. Wow, absolutely incredible. Guys and girls, please drop a 777 in the chat box for Brian Dalmarso. Wow, absolutely phenomenal. Guys, I wish they taught us this stuff in school. I wish they taught us this stuff in school. We would have been a lot further ahead. This has been truly, truly phenomenal. And now, as you heard it from the main man himself, right? We can't expect to get different results if we don't do anything different. Does that make sense? So, ladies and gents, let's go from here and implement exactly what has been taught, right? All the notes, all the information. Again, you've got the matrixsuccessnetwork.com mindset masters there for additional information concerning how to master your mindset. We've got IM Mastery Academy. We've got our goals, and we can make it happen. Guys, we have no more excuses. The information has been provided, right? And the key word he said there is to make a decision, right? So we've got to make a decision as to what it is that we want and go ahead and get after it, all right? Awesome stuff. Ladies and gents, have a wonderful evening. Speak to you real soon. Let's make it happen. God bless.